hello again. Now we're going to focus. We have the first 3 notes and they sound great. Excellent. Great. Now we're going for the next notes, and all of the next notes are located on the A string, which is the 5th string. This one, I'll wiggle it. There it is. That's the 5th string. Here's the 6th string. Here's the 5th. All right. So now we're going to focus all the next motions on the A string, the 5th string. So if you'd like to take a little time and get used to just plucking the A string, that's helpful. I've done that. That's usually what I do. I isolate things. So that's the A string. Nice, shiny, and bright. So let's separate this. We know we have that. Now the next notes are the first finger. Isn't that nice how they all lay there? The second finger's on the 3rd fret. They just lay. The first finger covers everything on the 2nd fret. The second finger takes care of everything on the 3rd fret, and so on. So the first note of the second little part is your first finger on the 2nd fret, 1, 2, of the A string. And that note is actually called a B. There it is. All right? Now, some people like to put the phrases together. So if you would like to pause now, some people like to say, oh, I'm going to build this phrase note by note by note by note, so they get a feel for it. So in this case, it would be, let me see if I can, there we go. And other folks like to separate. So if you'd like to, if that feels more comfortable, then you can certainly do that. There's no right or wrong. It's just a preference. So back to the A string, back to the A string. Here we are. First finger, 2nd fret of the A string. Then the next note, also on the A string, is the 3rd finger on the 4th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th fret. So we go from here, the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. And if you'd like, this is what I tend to do, I'll just go between those 2 notes on the A string and get used to that motion. We've already had to learn one motion, which was, that was our first move. Now we get to add this. And if you'd like to isolate it, please feel free. Now the next thing is tricky. I'm going to show you what I'm hearing, how they're doing it in the studio. You may find a live video and you'll see them maybe play it slightly different way, but the notes are the same. So if you find one, it'll be so funny, but we'll cover them both. I'll cover them both for you. So what I'd like to try, and this may hurt, this may not feel good. You might say, oh, gee, you know, I can't do this because it hurts. I mean, after all, these are metal wound strings, and if you don't have calluses built up quite yet, this may hurt, and guitar playing should feel, you know, relatively good. And you can always isolate that as well, which of course I did. I would hit one note and slide it up a fret. So we're at the 4th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, hit the note, slide it up a fret. I'll put it in context. If that causes pain, you can use your pinky. So I'll show you with the pinky. 2nd fret, 4th fret. So there, we've hit the note. So I'll play it both ways. I'll play it first with the slide. And I'll cover the picking, don't worry. So here's the slide one more time. That's the slide. If that hurts, okay. This is just your style. You have your own voice, right? And that's called a hammer-on. That's very difficult too. You might say, well, that did it. I'm going to build this callus here because my pinky won't listen to me. The pinky's usually the one that gives us so many difficulties. So I'll isolate one more time. All the notes on the A string, here they are. You have the 2nd fret with the 1st finger, the 4th fret with the 3rd finger, and then the next note is on that 5th fret of the A string. So that's the pitch. How you get there is, of course, your choice, because based on you as a player. If this were Django Reinhardt, he would definitely have, well, he would have to play it like this, right? Because, you know, Django only had 2 fretting fingers to work with, and wow, I mean, it's amazing what he did. Oh, here, we're back here. I'll tell you what, I'll stop the video and then we'll finish this. We'll finish the entire part of the guitar solo that's in the low part. So excellent work, great job. And I'll do a recap. I'll do a very quick recap. So hopefully that makes sense. And if you want to isolate those things for now, please do. I'll give, here it is in context. And if you just want to go over and over, or okay, you got it, all right, I'll see you in a bit.